Hello, everyone, and you're welcome back to class. This time we are going to be discussing the Power Query. So, this Power Query is actually a let me call it data transformation engine. You understand? It makes it easier to clean your data and to work with. Let's start. As we start, you will understand. The first thing that you need to know is that you need to upgrade your Excel. If you are still using Excel that is probably lower than 2013 or say 2016, it's not going to favor you because you are not going to be able to use this function. It means if you have gotten to this level of this class, you are now getting to an advanced state and you have to update your Excel. Now, there's something I want you to know. As we are going along in this class, if you observe from the older version of the Excel, which I started with, and I started with that on purpose for you to know the basics. All you need to check is basically the icons. Most times they are the same thing. You will still find your data where you go to data, you will still find your data validation. Just make sure you see this icon. You know, okay, that's data validation, this is consolidate, and all of that. So it's very easy and straightforward. Now let's start our class proper. So you have to click anywhere around there and create a table. Now, before you can use your Power Query, your data set must be in tabular form. It must be a table. And like I've taught us before, click on the data set, Control T. There you go, you've created a table. Make sure that it is checked by table has header. Once I do that, I press OK. Good. So how do you create it? You go to your data. Once you get to data, from here you can create get a data set. You can get from text, from web, but this time I want from table. So I'll click on that. Once you click on it, it is going to generate a Power Query editor, which is where you'll be able to do all the functions that you actually want to do in the query. So the first thing I want us to do here, I hope you remember very well that we've done conditioning for text. We've done a whole lot of that. We've done trimming, concatenate, lower, uppercase. We want to apply that here, this time using a query. We're going to assume this data is more than this, but we are just using this data for explanation purpose. So you click on the set. Now, what I am doing now, I am pressing shift and arrow to the right. The reason why I am doing this is what I want to teach now, what I want to do now, I want to apply to both places, and there's no need doing one first before you do the other one. So since they are just the both of them, I selected both of them together. Now this is home. You go to transform. Once you come to transform, you will see format. Can you see this format? Where you get a click on it, you see all those things we've done before easily. You can turn everything to lowercase. Can you see that? You can turn everything to uppercase. Can you see that? And of course, you can capitalize each word. This is proper. If you remember, when we're discussing proper, this is what the proper does. I explained to you. I said what the proper simply does is it's capitalize each word. And then we have the trim. Look at all these spaces. There's a space here, space here. It's just scattered. The information does not look neat. So we are cleaning it up. We are going to trim it. Now it looks decent. Now it looks decent enough. Another thing we can do with the way we have selected these two together is the concatenate. Now you won't see it as concatenate like the other functions and the way we have been doing it before. But we'll come here and click on merge columns. That is where you concatenate. It will bring up this prompt. Then you separate. What do you want to separate it? Is it a colon, comma, equal to? We know, of course, we are dealing with names, so it's only space we need. Now you can rename it. Let's rename it. Actually, I think I want us to rename it. Instead of first name, second name, maybe we should have it as um full name. Yes, we can do that. And then we press OK. The moment we have done this, you see, it was three columns before. Now we just have two. So it now has the full name, the phone number. So imagine that you have other things that are actually there. Now we go back to home. You come here, you see this close and load. Click on this arrow. So I'll be explaining later the use of this close and hold to, and then this normal close and load. So this close and load normally just takes the information to another sheet automatically. Let me explain to you. So I'm going to do this close. It will load it to another sheet entirely. It's loading it. Can you see it's coming up? Good. We are good to go. So that's the sheet. You can see that it is better. You can change this. It can be like this. It can be like this. You come to this. You can format it to any way you want. You can name the table. You can do whatever you want with it. You can come here to the query. You can actually go and edit it. You can duplicate it. You can export it to another place to share. These are the things you can do with it. You can remove the header row, do anything that you want with it. Once you have gotten the table, the data set like this, you can now manipulate it to be, or to actually look like, whatever you want to do. I hope we understand all of that. And of course, from this, if this was a larger data set, you will have understood better. You can just come here, recommended pivot table, or you use a pivot table directly. So it makes your work easier and neater. Okay, so we are going to leave this now, and that is for text. All I have explained to you is for text. Now I need you to have it at the back of your mind that the Power Query is actually a very deep course. It's not something that can be done even in a month. So it's something that I am only teaching you the basics, because once you have these basics, these are the things that you will really, really majorly need to handle your data. Doesn't mean that by yourself you can't sit down at some point and try and investigate some things, try and look at it. All these things, they are very easy and they are very straightforward. So you'll be able to look at it. What can I do with this? How do I get? But this one now we've done from table. We will still do these other ones, but let's just finish this for now. Now, this sheet, I want to talk about dates. I know that if you notice, if we do text, we'll do dates, we'll do all those things all together. Now, for this now, don't forget, we actually have to make this a table. So we are going to Control T and make it a table, because if we don't make it a table, it's not going to, we will not be able to create the query that we want. So I've done that. I'll come here to, I'll make this one to a table, and I have done that. So let's get started. So we are here, we are going back to this place, and then from table range, of course this is going to load again. Now you can see this information here. Now this is the date. In this case, I'm going to explain this thing to you. So you see this close and load to, so it's telling you either to table or a new worksheet, an existing worksheet. I'm going to take it one by one, and I'm going to explain this to you. For now, all we want to do is create a connection. That's all we want to do. Create a connection. You see that when I clicked on it, all other things changed, and then I'll press OK. Once I have done that, I have that table here. Do you understand? Yes, I'm sure you got that right. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to delete this table now. I'm actually going to delete it, and there's a reason why I want to delete it. I want to go back and name this table. So you see this table is saying table 3. For future reason, I want to name it so that it will be convenient when I'm seeing it in this session. I will easily know in case I want to do other things. So let's name this one date. That's all, date. And then let's come to this table here, and let's name this table. This table is coming as table 4. Let's name it, say, okay, hold on, why is that hanging? Good. Let's name it holidays. Holidays, yeah. And that, so we'll come back here, and I'll go to data and come here from table, and of course this will load again. Just hold on, it's going to load. Yes, there we go, we have this here. So like I was explaining earlier, we come here and create connection, only create connection, only create connection, and then you press OK. You see that we already have this here. I hope we understand. Then we come here, insert to again from table. We want to create another query with this table. This is it here. You come here, connection, only connection, and then OK. So we have these two here now. Because we did not do um load, close and load immediately, that's why it did not come up in another sheet like this, but we have created the connection. Now I want us to go back to this. Let's say um here. Okay, okay, so let's come here and get data. Now this get data, it can be anything else on depending on your own particular version. Some versions, I think 2016 has it as query. You see it as query. But this one is saying get data. This is the icon you should be looking out for. The one that has that lightning structure and that cylinder and all. That's what you're supposed to look out for. So you come here, you can get your data from far, from a database. All of that we will still be doing later. But this time we want to combine queries. You see this date and holidays. I want to combine it together. The idea, and I'm clicking on merge. The idea is to remove these particular holidays from the month. You know, we are making an assumption that in a whole month, these days are holidays. You understand? And we are going to also remove the weekend. So if peradventure you are dealing with a financial statement and maybe you are only open Mondays to Fridays, that is when things like this come in. And for example, you do not work on public holidays. All those things are going to be put into consideration. That's why we are doing this. So when you see that merge, your main data set is what will be first up there. Your main data set, you put it. Then you click on the data in itself. You see that the color changed. Then you come here and click on holiday. If you notice, when I did this, all the tables we have done right here, they are showing. You click on holidays and then you click on it here. Do you understand? Then we come down here. What is the join kind? Now this one is saying all from the first match the second. No, that's not what we want to do. All from the first matching the second, all from the second matching the first. No. So we are going to use left and say what, why do we mean rows only in first is what we want to remove from here. So if you notice, this is telling us that the selection has matched 2 out of 31. 2 out of 31 because it is only 2 um holidays that we want to actually remove. Then you press OK. You are going to see what will happen now. It's loading. Now did you notice that December has 31 days, and look at it, we have only 29. It has removed 2, so it has removed those holidays, so it's not giving us that confirmation. Now this holiday is showing us table of course, but we don't need it, so we right click and we remove it. Simple. We don't need this. We have this already. Now there's something else I want to do. I want to explain to you that, okay, so what if we actually want to remove the weekends? Because for example, what you are dealing with, let's say you are customer service now, and and you've already set up a query for a particular person, and you are working probably in a financial institution, and this person has a concern, and you have given the person 7 working days, 7 working days, and the person came on a Thursday. So you have to remove the weekend to be able to know the days that are actually valid as 7 working days or 5 working days. This is where this comes in. You come here, you add colon. You want to add colon, there's so much that you can do here. You can do conditional, you can add time, add, but what do we want to add? We want to add date. We look at it, day, which day? Let's put name of day. You can put day of the week and all of that, but let's put the name of the day only because that is what is useful to us. So you can see, so 1st of December is Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going on there like that. Then we come here and we'll filter. You see that we are using every information that we have been learning from the beginning. Now the filter will come to play. We are selecting everything apart from weekend. So our non-working days in Nigeria here, we have Saturday and we have Sunday. So those are the days we want to remove. Then we press OK. I want you to observe that you see only have 21 official days in this month that work is going to be done. only 29 official days. That's all we need. And then we come to home and we come here and we say we close. We can close and load somewhere else actually. Or let me use this to explain something. So what if I want to put it on this existing sheet? Okay. Now let me explain to you what happened. My cursor is here. It said it cannot overlap. When you are doing a Power Query, if you are going to paste it anywhere and it's going to overlap on another table, it's not going to work. It will not work. So I will do this. I will cancel this. I will now come here and try and pick. This is what I have picked. I've picked another location on the existing sheet. Then I'll click OK. You see, our major one has come up. This is it. We have merged it into one. And look at it. All the information is actually here. We can still go back here. What if we don't need these days? We actually don't want these days to show because it's not part of the information before anyway. I can still come here like this and remove it. As long as we've done the filter, this is the information we want. That's all. And we'll come back here. You will see that it will be there. Okay. Yeah, let's cancel that. And that's going to be there. Or we can just load it somewhere else too. You see that? Okay. It's loading. Good. Can you see? It has loaded it and it is here. Now, the reason why you are seeing this time, don't be confused. It's just because of setting. So you come back here. Of course, your shift control arrow down. And then we go to home. General setting. Yeah, it's on general. That's why it's giving you all of that information. What we have is long date. So it's long date. So it has merged with this. Very easy, very straightforward. You can come here, design it. You can keep it at this color and you are done. So this is how to I'm picking the text, I'm picking the dates. These are the very important things that you probably would work with when you are doing your analysis, and you will need this. Doesn't mean you can't still go further or deeper. Okay, so see you in the next class. And like I always say, remember, we have to practice all the time. Always remember to practice because that is what will actually help you. All right, bye.